program and control. As a small biz pro, that's how we grow. Using procurement, program and control. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh yeah, I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh yeah, I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is the Business Zone with
Crystal
and Gilbert Buchanan, your small business paramedic. And today, everyone, this is our anniversary.
Yay!
Our fifth year anniversary on the Business Zone. So Crystal and I would like to invite you guys to our party on the show today.
The celebration of the fifth, I'm gonna put it in our chat, 5th year on air. We're excited. We made it 5 years. We have interviewed some amazing guests.
Yes.
Over this 5 years, people in our community that are successful in what they do, small business owners that are successful at what they do. It's been a good journey, hasn't it?
And yes, it is. And they're doing some great things for the small business community and for the culture.
Yes, for the culture. So we are excited. Not too many people, it's a commitment. Definitely having a podcast is a commitment. And
Yes.
So we have stuck it out and I've had a great time. So.
Oh, yes. And I think today, Crystal, you may want to show them a little history of the Business Zone, how we got started, how we are where we are today, and how we're planning on helping more small businesses.
All righty, I certainly will. But before that, how was your week this week?
Oh, man, this week, it was a short one. It was a crazy one, busy. We got so many things to do. So many small businesses need help. And one of the things that I'd like to really do to appeal to small businesses, if you need us to help you, if you need us business coaches and super consultants to help you out, you need to make it very easy for us to do our jobs to help you. Provide us the paperwork we need. Provide us the data we need. Provide us the information we need so we can really help you guys quickly.
And it's so funny, Gilbert. I was talking to someone today. They were calling and checking in on me, and they were like, "Well, how's everything?" I was like, "Everything is really, really good." But I am going to tell you, I have never been busier in my entire life. It's like our community is so needy right now, boy. And I guess with the pandemic and people thinking that the pandemic is over, which, by the way, folks, is not. Just in case you thought it was. And it's just been a lot. But I have to say, I am very proud of what we do, Gilbert.
Yes.
And the fact that in our own little spaces, we have been out there helping everyone stay consistent, stay alive in this pre-post and current situation that we're in.
Yes.
And so proud of our work. I'm proud of our work. You're doing some amazing work over at the Vermont Slauson and the Legacy program, Legacy Partner Program, helping our legacy businesses move forward and be to a place of so that they can thrive in the future.
And so are you, Crystal. You've been doing a lot of great work with the NIFTY program, the Youth Entrepreneurial Program, sponsored and hosted by the Urban League, the Los Angeles Urban League. And I think you've done a phenomenal job. You're also doing some work with the Women's Business Center. And it's just an outstanding thing to see how you help those women entrepreneurs and youth entrepreneurs achieve their goals and objectives. It's just phenomenal. Phenomenal, Crystal.
It is phenomenal. So this week was the beginning of Biz Camp, and you guys know this is my favorite time of the year. helping our kids become entrepreneurs. And so we got we got about 30 incredible young people who are all excited about being entrepreneurs, and they have these fantastic ideas. They're so talented, Gilbert, so very talented. So
Yeah.
it's actually a joy to
Mm-hmm.
be there for them. And so excited about the work I'll be doing with them. And they're in camp this month for 30 days.
Yeah.
And they're going to be learning all aspects of starting a business. And then at the end of the 30 days, they're going to pitch their business ideas. And then they're going to, um, then they're going to, move on to Biz Institute, which is another program that we launched. So I'm excited about that. But I'm
Yeah.
also excited about, 2 weeks ago, I did a program, another summer youth program with Nifty. And these kids were awesome. And so I've been getting emails from them telling me how much they miss me and my enthusiasm and just the motivation that they felt during the time. So, that's pretty cool, right?
Oh, for sure. For
When you
sure.
when the people that you're teaching come back and tell you that they appreciate you, that's
Yes.
really nice.
That's always a great feeling, to hear appreciation and recognition for the support, the mentoring, the coaching you've provided for a small business or an entrepreneur or someone to that effect. It's always a good thing to see that what you have implemented has helped to chart their lives and their operation into a positive direction. That's always a good thing.
Yeah,
Always.
that's always a good thing. So that felt good, and yes, you're right. I've been working with the New Women's Business Center out of the Valley, and just some amazing ladies. And when it comes to business and women, we don't always get the support that we need, and because we have to wear many hats, the hat at home, the hat at work if we're still at work, and then the hat on trying to start our own business. So sometimes that journey for a woman is a lot more it has a lot more obstacles to the crossover before they actually get to that place where they're successful. So
I think there should be a test for women. They have to pass this multitasking test, and if they don't pass it, then they're not an official woman.
but it's so funny. So as well as I know that being a small business owner uh, means that you have to really know how to multitask, right?
Oh, for sure.
Right. But then you hear people, and I guess maybe it comes from the corporate world. They feel that multitasking doesn't get stuff done. But there is no way as an entrepreneur you have to multitask.
You have to.
You have to. It's just the nature of what we do.
It's a part of the process. You have to, because small businesses are so multi dynamic that they have to function like octopus, with all these tentacles doing all these different things.
True that.
Oh yeah.
True that. So
and as a female entrepreneur, woo!
Woo.
Instead of the 8 tentacles, you got 16.
Right, because you got to not just navigate yourself, you got to navigate your significant other, your children, your parents, the family. It's just like you are just really doing it out there. So my hat goes off to all women, and so I'm always there to motivate and elevate and help them through their journey. So it's been a cool time, and that was really one of the things when you and I first 5 years ago talked about the Business Zone, as we were creating it in our heads and putting it so that it actually became a reality. Right. That was one of the things that we wanted to do, was to share our collective knowledge with our community of business owners. And we also recognized that there was no way that we could do this. We can't reach the people doing our webinars our live workshops, but now with the Business Zone, we can reach so many more people from around nation internationally if we boost it on Facebook, right? So
Right.
It's been a fantastic journey
Right.
um, here. Now, so shall we tell the story or how we actually got
Oh
started?
yeah. Oh yeah. Tell them the story, Crystal. Share the
So,
story.
so every,
Just remember that every business has a story, and every story has a journey. So that's what we're doing
sorry, at the journey.
here.
So, I had been on Mother Love's show as a guest. Absolutely loved it. And so as I was coming home, one of my good friends, Barbara Lindsay, actually asked me, and she kind of helped set this up. So she was asking me, what did I think about it? And I was like, oh my God, that was absolutely fantastic, Barbara. I said, I think I could do that. And she says, you can. And I said, yeah. So she says, well, give me a date. A date? No, we ain't not there yet. We're not at scheduling dates. And she goes, just give me a date. So I gave her, because it was on July 8th that I was on Mother Love Show in 2015. And so she said, I said, so okay, let's just make it this date. I didn't even think about it after I said it. I went on about my business. And so then Felicia from Morris, from over at Morris Media Studios, came to Recycling Black Dollars Breakfast Mixer and asked me, she was talking about her studio that was right there in the community, right down the street from my house. But I still didn't have time. I think at that time, Gilbert, you and I were doing that contract with
Mom Sack.
Mom
Mom Sack.
Sack. So
Yeah.
I didn't have any time, man. I was traveling and doing my thing, and you were traveling and doing your thing.
Yeah.
And so I said, well, one Friday she called me. She caught me, and I didn't have anything going on. She says, "Come to the studio right now." I go there. I fall in love, and I'm thinking, okay, this is something I want to do, but I don't want to do this by myself. I think I need somebody to feed me. I don't think I can every day, every
Yeah.
week, come on
Yeah.
in here and do a show all by myself. I need to have a partner. So I'm thinking,
Yeah.
who could that partner be? And I'm racking my brain and I'm asking people, and they're looking at me like, eh. So then one day I was like, Lord, I want to do this, but you need to send me a partner. And so we were both in the Urban League. You
Yeah.
were upstairs doing a NAMAC. I think you were speaking at NAMAC,
Right.
National Association for Minority Contractors, and I was downstairs getting ready to teach a business plan class for the
Yeah.
Los Angeles Urban League. So
Yes.
in the passing in the hallway, you asked me, could I do something, and I was like, well, in turn, do you want you want to be a partner on my on this show? It doesn't have a name. It doesn't have a concept. You don't have nothing. It's just out there. It's an idea. And so we're like, sure. So I scheduled the appointment. You came in. You're like, let's do this.
Yeah.
And not until after we signed the contract, which we found out that I was signing the contract, I think Felicia asked us, so when do you want to do this? And I'm kind of counting back the realistic days. We got to market. We got to register. We got to get a name. I was like, well, this is in May. So let's just July 8th. That was a Friday. Let's make this happen on a Friday.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened. And then as I'm signing we're signing the documents and making and solidifying everything. Gilbert says, "Hey, did I ever tell you that I have a degree in communications?" No, you cannot skip that part. And nor did I know that you were a reggae recording artist in Jamaica.
That's amazing. That's amazing. It only goes to show that we see people every day and we don't know some of their history, which could be amazing, could be a treasure.
It could be a treasure, and it was a treasure because that's kind of how it started. And you created our theme song. We recorded it, and we were just all blown away. And so we came up with our logo. We had Fiverr do our logo, and we combined our color schemes. And we're like, okay, we're ready to go. And that is the birth of of
That's
the
how the
business zone.
business zone was born.
The business born was born.
And you know it's amazing though, Crystal, because you were able to bring our first guest on the show, which was the executive director of the
He
Urban
was
League
the president of the Urban League,
president.
president which is no at that time it was Nolan Rollins.
Yes.
Marianne says happy anniversary. Thank you, Marianne. We
Thank
appreciate it.
thank you, Marianne. Appreciate it. And I just want to say to you guys, because it's our anniversary today, Crystal and I are going to do some great things for you. So uh, call your friends, tell them to tune in. They can go to YouTube and check us out, or they can go to Facebook, check us out. We have gifts for all of you entrepreneurs who are calling. So I want to make sure that we demonstrate to you how we appreciated you over the years. We'll either give you some consulting time, some coaching time for your business, or something that will help you. Okay?
Yeah, there you go. That's what we want to do. So I'm going to share. We did a demo. We did a rollout on the show called The Rollout, which is Freaky Friday, which was part of the Morris Media family. And so
Yes.
they had us on. So let me share a little bit about us.
I've forgotten about that, Crystal.
No,
I've forgotten about
little history, little memory lane history. So let me play that, just a little excerpt. Um,
Can you make the screen bigger?
yeah, let me see if I made sure when I shared. Let me stop the share for a minute. Wait a minute, let me stop for a second. So make sure I don't remember. Yeah, I got to share audio. Okay, so here we go, and here we go, and I'm gonna put us bottom, and it's going to play. Slavery, conditioning, and our mindset that we can't.
Oh
Oh
yeah, I
yeah,
can
I
hear
can
it.
hear.
Can you turn
Can
up
you
the
turn up
volume
the volume
a little bit more?
Yeah, let me get over here and turn this up a little bit, and let me take it back over to where they actually. Felicia introduced us.
Media Studios.
Yay!
Please welcome Crystal and Gil.
Crystal and Gail in the building. All right, all
They
right.
have a new show that's debuting next Friday called the Business Zone. And can you guys
Oh, hold
tell?
on. What time are they?
Yeah, about what time they coming on?
We're moving out the rollout show.
11. Oh, they coming at 11:30.
They're actually coming on at 3:00.
Oh, okay.
Right after
we got to get
rollout
out.
Show. Yep. Yeah.
No loitering.
Loitering. Can't hang out.
No loitering.
Right.
So can you guys tell our listeners what your show is focusing on and what they can expect from it?
Sure. Well, our program, I'm Gilbert Buchanan, otherwise known as a small business paramedic. And our program is business, entrepreneurship, and business opportunities.
And I'm Crystal Mitchell, and I am the co-director of Recycling Black Dollars, and I also have my own business, Mitchell Business Solutions. And my area of expertise is finance and marketing, and just helping businesses develop into a strong foundation so that they can be successful.
Oh, so happy to have you guys here now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This show is 2 hours, 3 to 5 on Fridays. So all the entrepreneurs and
So they can call in and ask questions how to grow their business?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Yes.
what are some of the first things people should consider before starting a business?
Well, because our program is focused on business readiness, contract readiness, and bank loan readiness, one of the things that they need to focus on is how to become ready. And that's really what we're going to teach them, how to become ready, get into the system and with resources.
And ensure that the business is feasible, that it's just not a concept that no one, or service or product that no one would want to buy. It just seems like a fantastic idea to you.
You don't want to sell heels for tennis shoes.
And is there a market for that? And is there a market for that? So that's some of the things that we're going to address there. And for on a serious note, for Recycling Black Dollars, in that position is where we are today, in a business marketplace, we're so below everyone else.
Yes.
And so recycling our dollars, bringing our dollars back into our community so we can build a sound economics foundation, so we can have some say in policy, because we change things by policy. But if we don't have money and power, you can't make change. So that's what the purpose is.
Wouldn't some of the probably kind of our youth today, because like when I was growing up, my parents were like, you're going to grow up and get a job. It was never you're going to start your own business or whatever. So it's kind of retraining our mindset as black people, pretty much, because you're basically talking about black folks.
Yes,
much,
we're
right?
talking about
Okay.
black folks,
So
Hence the recycling black dollars. Those are pilots.
They do quite well.
Yeah, they do all right.
But she said every other ethnic background does better than us, pretty much, as far as sticking together and especially Hispanics and Jews and whoever else. Koreans, yeah, they really
Everybody.
They all got it down, but us. And why do you think that is, though?
I think obviously goes back to our pre-slavery conditioning and our mindset that we can't trust each other and that we can't work together and that our products are inferior to everybody else's products. What it is.
So we sound good, didn't we?
I know. I'm looking at it. I'm reminiscing. I'm going, man, good.
So that was our introduction to what we're going to do. So now, a week later, we came along and we had Nolan as our first guest, and so
we are an airport that believes that we've got to be intentional.
We had, by that time, guys, let me roll back a little bit. We had our banner. We were ready. we had our notes.
We are an airport that believes that we've got to be intentional about making sure that money stays in minority business hands and local businesses' hands. So we've got to procure in a way that ensures that forces the marketplace to actually do what we need them to do. Because here's the truth. The marketplace will change depending on the color you want your house to be. If we say to the marketplace, every single bring in should be wearing a zebra suit, guess what? Every single person that they bring in will be wearing a zebra suit.
Right. Yep.
So it is about understanding the power of an institution's ability to kind of change the market dynamics as opposed to the market dynamics changing what we do. So what we say is, with the moral and economic authority, here's how we're going to make sure that this happens. But then after that's done, after they say to us, okay, we're going to make sure that we meet your percentages, we're going to get that done, we have our team here.
So that was our second guest.
Yes.
And that was our first guest, actually.
First guest,
Mr. Nolan Rollins of the Los Angeles. At that time, he was the CEO of the Los Angeles Urban League. And then we just had some real cute guests after that, and I'll show you that. So these were our junior entrepreneurs.
He's like, Miss Crystal.
So let me share this with you guys. So this is my passion product that I do every summer. And so we had them on, and they had been and so guys, this is our old look.
we have evolved.
Yes, we've gotten brighter. So we had these two amazing young people who okay, what's happening here? Why won't you do what I need you to do? Come on.
It's on. Just fast forward a little bit.
Yeah. I can't get it to move. Let me close it down a little bit. It's like, okay, you're doing too much. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh, maybe I'm going to stop the share and then come back to it. Maybe that's it.
It's always good to reminisce, man. That is such a good thing to see right there.
I know. And here we were looking so professional, Gilbert, when we were on the roll-up show. Our very first time for you. You had been on air before. I had never been on air. So that was my first time. And visual on the Mother Love show. It was a radio show, so they didn't actually see me. And
I think when we were doing the Nolan, what's his last name again? No, Roland. Is it Roland?
Nolan
Nolan.
Rollins.
When we were doing that interview, you were like a champion, man. I like the way you were asking the questions.
So here are the kids. Now I think you were doing you were working in Vegas. Yeah, you were probably in Vegas. Let's see.
The competition, he's like, Miss Crystal, I got my.
Let me see. Go back a little bit.
That's before we had a theme song.
Yeah, that was before we had.
Gilbert, a weekly online radio show bringing business, entrepreneur, and supplier diversity together to create success. And today we are here talking about a program called Nifty, which is the network for.
And I had a problem in the very beginning with the eye contact. I couldn't.
Yeah.
See people, and that was until they got us an actual a monitor, and I was having problems.
In third grade, when he was competing. And while he was, and throughout the class, you'd come over and talk to him, and he had a little yellow duck. And that's when I realized that, wow, this is a kid. He's a child. He had his little yellow duck, and the little duck went everywhere he went throughout. And the day we were at competition, he's like, Miss Crystal, I got my duck. I got my duck. And that's when I realized he was a child. Chook.
So this young man is, he's now colored. So he's now 16.
Oh wow!
And there he was the one of the youngest kids in our biz camp. He was 6 years old. He was 9 years old.
Wow!
And then this young lady right here actually was an intern for the camp last summer.
Takeaway that you had from you've been in the Nifty program since you were 11 years old, and you're now 16, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what's your takeaway, and how valuable is the program?
Nifty honestly changed my life because I have that entrepreneurial spirit from my mom. She's an event planner. So just going into the Nifty program, already having that drive, and then seeing other people, seeing the name brands, the top people, and them mentoring me was a huge advantage. And I feel like the Nifty program does so much more than you can do on your own. And just going.
So that young lady was, I think she was 12 there, or 12 or 13 years old there. And so now she's in her second year of college.
Wow. That is amazing. Is she doing entrepreneurship in college? She
has, she's working on her business degree.
Wow.
And so business and marketing, that's what she wants to do, business and marketing. So that's, so that, that it feels good, right? When you look back at that.
So amazing.
And then this one was, we did a show in a little later on toward the end of the year, and it was called BusinessZone Branding.
It's
yes.
What is it?
And so now,
It's supposed to be our theme song.
Gilbert, you couldn't remember our theme song.
That is funny.
So here.
Be our theme song. It's what is it called again?
You didn't forgot our theme song.
Yeah. Okay. That's there we go. Oh yeah.
I didn't even remember
So does it sound familiar to you, Rita?
Well, I'm loving it as I'm.
That's how we roll.
There you go.
That's how we roll on the business zone.
On the business zone. Well, we are really, really, really honored and blessed to have this amazing lady that's in this house here today, guys. We are just really blessed.
Man, we saw her in action on Sunday, Felicia. I've never seen her in action before.
the first time I've seen her, she controlled the room, okay? She was running that thing. You should have heard her. Man, you know,
Go hard or go home. Okay.
during the break, I'm gonna try to play some of her videos and see if we can capture the essence.
Yeah, she was good. I actually had the honor to meet her as soon as I hit the door. She had on an amazing purple iridescent kind of shoes thing going on, and her purple jacket, and we just would draw on each other. And
she is phenomenal.
She is. So we have.
So that was our interview. So now we're still in the first year of our whole process here, and then we jumped over. I'm going to jump over to the next year, and we had who did we have as a guest? Oh, we had Vic Parker.
Oh, from the SBA.
293-375, and again.
Let's see if it's coming. Oh, here we go.
Our show is about providing opportunities for small businesses, creating a platform where small business entrepreneurship and supply diversity comes together to provide success for small business. Now, today we've got a very, 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 very special guest in the studios with us. We've been trying to get him for a while now, and Crystal finally wear him down. And he decided to say yes. So we're very honored and happy to have it here. So, Crystal,
you gotta be persistent.
Gotta be persistent. So, Crystal, you want to tell our fine audience who we've got in the studios with us today?
I most definitely will. I am very honored, and we're very pleased and very honored that we have Mr. Victor Parker. He's the district director of the Small Business Association.
Small Business Administration.
I'm sorry. And Victor, a California native and longtime member of the LA community, Los Angeles community, was appointed to the district director of the SBA Los Angeles district office in October of 2011. And we've been all running across him in our environments and circles because, he got the money.
Oh, yeah.
every conference you go to because he got the money.
He got the money.
But he serves the Los Angeles area, Ventura.
So that was Victor Parker, and
the persistence that Crystal took to find me and get
right.
It's the same kind of persistence.
That's right.
You've got to be able to keep driving forward and keep moving.
I like the way he tied that in.
Relevant to what's going on in your business.
Right,
So
exactly.
Best prepared.
Right.
To talk to that lender, talk to that investor, talk to that contracting officer, talk to the customer. You've got to be able to be prepared, know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Lead with competency.
Got to be ready. Got to be ready. And that's what we do on this show. We work with you small businesses to get you ready. We want to get you business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready, so you can go after these opportunities.
You go tell him, Gilbert.
Man, this is nostalgic. I'm remembering all over again.
It was an amazing time. We've had some good times on the Business Zone, and we're going to continue to have some good times. We've had some incredible guests. It kicked off that way. It started with Nolan Rollins, and we've had Angela Gibson Shaw. We've had we've just had some. I would say, I know we're somewhere about. I want to say we've had about 400 to 500 shows based upon over the last 5 years, I guess, if we calculated what that would look like. And so that means we've had quite a few very prestigious guests. And then we even do once a month, guys, we do a class and session. So we've had some fantastic time. I'm going to see if I can find, as we're talking, our Gilbert interviewed me, which we got a lot of... I can't remember when that took place, though, so I got to find that, when you actually interviewed me doing the show. I was the guest.
Right.
So, but pretty cool. We've had some good times, and we're looking forward for some more good times.
Yes, definitely. It definitely will be.
Right. Hello, Alfred. How are you? It's been a while. Hope I didn't miss too much. Well, Alfred, today we are celebrating our 5-year anniversary on the Business Zone. So glad to have you here today. We're doing a little reminiscing on
Well,
what the business.
welcome to the Business Zone, Alfred.
Now, Alfred, are you still in the country, or did you actually relocate to Ghana? Because I know you were heading to Ghana. So, so Gilbert, any memorable moments that you had in our 5 years? That any interviews that really stood out for you?
Well, I know I did an interview with a phenomenal woman, my co-host. I think that was one of our better interviews, because a lot of our audience did not know much about Crystal Mitchell, even though Crystal runs the Recycling Black Dollars organization. People see her, and they really didn't know much about who she really is. And the interview that we did really embellished a lot of that. She was able to speak to some of the things she did. Like, some people didn't even know she played tennis on the weekend. So all of those things are things that came to the forefront. It talked about how she started, how she got into business and entrepreneurship, how her mother was some kind of influence for her with that regard. So it was just amazing. So I really like that interview, Crystal. I like that a lot.
That was a good interview. We took our time. We just had a good time. I don't remember what month that was, so I'll have to find that out.
I'm gonna check it out right now.
Okay, so you're gonna see if you're gonna find it.
Yes.
So, and then we've had some really great shows. I remember. No, I'm still here. Did relocate to San Juan, San Pedro. Well, okay. But we remember the show that you did though on what's that a personality program that you do.
Yes,
Know Your Personality.
yes.
That was a good show.
KYP, Knowing Your Personnel. And also we did personality traits of leaders. That was a good one too.
Oh, right. Sharpening your leadership skills. Was that the one? Yeah. So we've done that. So you guys, if you go over to our YouTube channel and subscribe, but if you go through the archives and go through, I have it's a playlist. And if you go through each one of the playlists, then you can find some really great shows with great information. And our information is not something that is timeless. This is just what people do. This is what you do in business, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So it doesn't change. The foundation of how we do business is the foundation. So you will find some very valuable information today for your business, even though we did it a couple of years ago. So
right. Yeah, it's amazing. So you guys can go to YouTube and just type the Business Zone with Crystal and Gilbert, and you'll see all of our previous shows since the beginning of time, 5 years ago, and it's just phenomenal.
Yes, it is definitely phenomenal. We've had some laughs, and we kind of do our show where it's not all stuffy. We have a good time. We have a good time, and we want you to have a good time as well. So that's what we do.
So Crystal, I found the show, that interview that I did with you. So
you're gonna share it.
Can I share it from my side?
Just hit the share screen down below.
Oh, okay. So let me do that. Let me do that then. Share screen. And then I'll click on that.
Make sure you hit the audio down at the bottom.
Oh, okay. Audio. Can you? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it yet. Is it sharing? You hit the little screen down that says share screen.
Oh yeah.
There we go. And then we're just gonna put you down here. All righty. Now hit the and you can make it bigger.
Oh, okay.
You have to actually.
Can you do it from your side?
What's the date?
It's wow. It's March 8th. March 8th, 2020.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was recent. No wonder I couldn't find it. I was looking somewhere else. Okay, I'll find it. Let me see.
Can you find
March.
it? March 8th, 2020.
Yeah, I will head that
You,
way.
you,
So that
you
was
want me,
doing.
do you want me
I
to
got it.
do you want me to stop sharing?
Yeah, stop sharing. And March 8th, 2020.
Yeah. So I just stopped sharing. So go ahead and
Okay. The business zone. Let me go here.
March 8th,
Zone.
2020. That was a great show, Crystal. That was a great show. And I'm hoping most of our audience are tuning into this because you will learn so much about my very special co-host today that a lot of you may not have known. She's somewhat like a superwoman. In fact, I'll call her a superwoman because she do so many things for the community, for her household, for the business, for the culture, everything.
I can't remember. See, was it March? Let me see. That was
March
1 year.
8th. March 8th, 2020.
What color did I have on?
Let's see. You were wearing a dark sweater over like a tube top.
Oh, okay.
You're in Morris Media.
Morris Media. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even see it.
Okay. How about I email you the link and then you can.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't see it on my side.
Yeah, I think that will work better.
Okay, so there you go, guys. It's been a journey, and now in 2020 we actually were by this time streaming. Did I lose us?
I'm here.
Okay. Oh, here it is. We were actually streaming. Something happened here. Okay, we were actually streaming our information. We were on. There we go.
So actually, I think March 8th, 2020 was the week before we went into shutdown mode. I think that was a show.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. That's
because I think we went into shutdown mode March 24th or somewhere around there.
Yes. So we were doing StreamYard, I believe StreamYard, I think. Yeah. We had just switched over, trying to decide what we were going to do and how we were going to do it. You're absolutely right.
So that interview was at Morris Media Live. That's where we were when we did that Superwoman interview with you.
Okay. All righty.
Yes. So,
I remember that.
Yes.
You're asking, Alfred is asking, yes, we can get you. Well, Victor Parker is no longer in the city of Los Angeles.
He's in Washington, D.C.
He's in Washington, D.C. The dude has stepped up and moved up and grew up, and he is making the changes from the inside, guy, from the inside. So now we have to get you to who is it that's who took Victor's place is Emma.
Oh yeah, that's Emma?
Yeah, Emma Mackey took Victor's place.
Oh, Crystal, here's a link right here if you want to use it.
There we go.
I put it on the chat on the inside.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was a great show.
Yeah. Oh, it was called Superwoman.
Yeah. That's Superwoman.
Okay. All righty. So, guys, this was Gilbert's favorite show.
Yes, definitely. By far.
All righty. Come along. It's loading.
You probably want to kind of fast forward a little bit because it's going to play the intro music and all of that.
Okay. Let me go here. It's pulling itself up.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we haven't quite got to. We have an actual outside exterior producer, so you guys just have to work with us.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a full-on staff.
We're working on that budget.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I think I didn't share the sound. Hold on.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, we got to work on the budget to have a full-on staff. We coming.
Yeah.
But
And Crystal,
in order to get
this interview went on LinkedIn, right? And you had
it went on
thousands of views.
Oh, that's true.
And also we had I put it on Facebook as well. It actually
Mitchell.
Well, she has many. I have many.
Here you go.
Factors. There's many parts to me. So I have my business part. I have my community outreach and philanthropy part, and then I have my fun part, which is me in the party spirit, and I have my sports part. Mm-hmm. So I have that's why I always say, and a couple of weeks ago I told you somebody tried to clone my Instagram account.
Yes.
It was Trump.
Some of us
classes and workshops.
That was going to be my next point. So tell them about some of the training that you put on for Recycling Black Dollars to help small businesses elevate themselves to the next level.
So there's a couple of things that I learned just in my own coaching business. Yes. Right? So I outside of Recycling Black Dollars, I have my own coaching business. So one of the things I realized that a lot of times there is a lot of missing pieces in the development of our business owners.
Yes.
And so being that's what I do and teach small businesses. So and I really found these things out when I was doing their books.
Yes.
Because you can really find out anyone's weakness from going into their setting where their financials are, how their money comes in, how their money goes out, and then I see a whole lot of stuff, and then I can literally tell how they do business, and I can even tell you why your business is not growing.
Oh yes. So see, this lady is a phenomenal lady, man. She's got a magic touch. She's helped me in a lot of ways. She's prepared my 1099s for me and a lot of other things. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break right now, but when we come back, I want to talk to you, or I'm going to have her talk to you about the phenomenal person that she is as a bookkeeper and accountant, preparing your books for you using QuickBooks, and also other ways in which she can benefit you as well. So, as you all know, this is Women's History Month. Women's History.
Oh, that's right. That's why you interviewed me, because it was Women's History Month. And we actually you're absolutely right. The week after that, the studio shut down, everything shut down, and we had to stop. We could no longer do our online show, and we didn't come back on air until July. And at that point, it was on a streaming platform. And so that is our journey up into where we are today. And we have become, I can look right in the camera and talk to the camera now, as opposed to really just being uncomfortable. I will say, I will say something, and I guess most women who are on air, who are in this platform or on a platform, my hairstyle changed quite regularly back in that day. Sometimes for the better, sometimes not. But it's been fun. It's been a great journey, and thank you, co-host, for stepping up and saying, "Yeah, I'll do this with you." And I think it's been, and for me, I don't know about you, Gilbert, but for me, this is probably one of the best decisions I've made, far as a marketing tool for my business. It has really materialized into a number of speaking opportunities and engagements for me to teach workshops and classes, and so it's been a good journey, and it's been fantastic for my business, and especially pandemic. And then I launched another platform called the Community Briefing, and now I'm comfortable on the air, so it's no big deal. So I think our next milestone is how we monetize this baby.
That's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say, because there's certainly a lot of content. There's certainly a lot of information that small business can benefit from, and we're looking to edit this down to series. so we can go into certain subjects and topics to help small businesses really recognize the steps that's involved in their journey as an entrepreneur, from startup to expansion to emerging to getting that contract and to growing that business. So that's really what we'd like to do throughout this program. And yes, having some sponsors is really helpful to us. I've seen an insurance company on the TV that really is catering to small businesses. So I want to have a talk with them and see how they will want to participate with us on this journey. So I think that would be great.
So Alfred says, I like Victor live where you can grill and get that real inside knowledge from him. I hope when this pandemic mess is over, the two of you should do an open forum and at least in a Zoom format. And then he says workshops once a month will bring in money.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good, Alfred.
We could do that.
I like that. I like that suggestion.
Maybe create a membership platform for those individuals that are listening to us. Between the two of us, you guys get, as he likes to say, over 50. Let's say 45 plus years of experience. How about that?
You mean it's not 50 anymore?
No, because I took off a couple of years because I couldn't celebrate my birthday and during the pandemic. So 2 years has been subtracted.
Okay, I get you, co-host. I get you.
But yeah,
this is definitely a great platform for small business. And based on the feedback that we're getting, a lot of you out there watching and viewing this program say this is the number one podcast out there for small businesses, where we provide advice, information, support, and consulting for you guys at no cost.
And actually, Gilbert, so you do classes, I do classes. And when we were doing lab classes, you really, unless you could show up at wherever we were teaching at evening hour, because that's generally when we taught, was during the evening hour, you couldn't get accessibility to us. There was no recordings of us. Right. And so really, this platform really brought us to you guys, and we love sharing our knowledge and our experience with you. Now we are live. I do a lot of workshops and you as well online, but still, that doesn't mean that you all can be there, right? Because everybody's got multiple workshops going on at one time. And so this platform really gives you that opportunity. You just go over to our YouTube channel, subscribe, hit that bell so that you'll be notified every time we come on. And you know what, Gilbert, I kind of do like what Alfred is saying.
Yes.
We actually could do a forum.
Yes.
And then get sponsored for that forum.
That's what I'm talking about.
And then we could do that in our platform. Yeah. And it would be it could be actually telecasted out to the people.
Oh yeah.
So we should think about doing that. I think
that's what the Business Zone is all about. The Business Zone. That's a zone where you get business advice, business coaching, business consulting, and business know-how as to how to run your business, elevate you so you can perform us better.
Exactly. And Gilbert, you guys saw me interview, but Gilbert, tell them about yourself. Tell them what your history is. And so just like I'm as talented as I am, and that's I earned that. I earned the right to say that. But Gilbert works in a space and he helps businesses grow so that they can do contracts and with city entities and talk about somebody that knows his business. Gilbert, the very first time I met you, I was and I didn't know anything I just knew the surface of minority contracting. Right. Just probably as much as anybody else online right now might know about certifications. Yeah. And so I'm sitting there and you were doing a workshop for Sharon Evans.
Yes.
And I'm listening to you, and you're saying that there's a small number of businesses that get certified, and I'm thinking, why? I don't understand, because I knew that there were, what is it, over 400 something thousand black owned or minority or black owned businesses in just the state of California. I'm thinking, well, what's wrong? Why is it? And so you went in and explained. I mean, I got a lesson that day that, and I've been out here a long time, but not really dealing with businesses that even knew anything about minority certification, and I just knew about it on a surface level. But I've learned so much from you about being business ready, and then I recognized that where our skill set crossover is, my job is to help businesses get financially ready, right? To be bank loan ready. And then yours is being contract ready. So we saw that here was a something that we had in common, because if you're bank loan ready, then more likely you're going to be contract ready. But especially if you're contract ready, you are certainly ready to get a bank loan.
That's right. Because there's so many key documents that's required within a contract that's also required from your lender. Like, for example, the personal financial statement. That's one of the things that we use in procurement, and it's also used in lending as well. It's also used in certification. So those are some of the things that we look at. We make sure small businesses understand those things. The balance sheet, the profit and loss, the statement of cash flow, all of those things are things that we make sure that we educate small business on, so they understand. I mean, a lot of small businesses have heard of balance sheet before, and they're going, balance sheet? What is a balance sheet? I don't know what that is. But if you think about a balance sheet, the word balance, what does that mean? The word balance, what does balance mean? So that's how we got started with that. And Crystal and I, we've got a unique way of delivering our information to our participants, our workshop participants, so that they can feel comfortable. We don't try to use a lot of big words over your head and be technical about things, so you guys will either fall asleep or tune us out, because we want you guys to be present with us in that classroom, whether it's virtual or in person. We want you to be present.
And we both have, I'm a very nurturing person, and so my thing is all, educating you, but I'm also motivating you. And while you're my client, I am actually your cheering squad, right? I am rah-rahing you to the goal line so that you can get your business a launch, but at the same time making you accountable during that process. And Gilbert, you're the same way.
Yes.
Now, Gilbert actually came along, throughout his years. He saw the need for a product that he created and developed called SmallBizPro, and again, a tool to help businesses make sure that they're always in the contract readiness stage. So very talented man. So as he thinks I'm the superwoman, he's the Superman in the minority. As he says, he's the small business paramedic, man. So if your business is hurting, you want to reach out to Gilbert Buchanan at Buchanan and Associates, and he will put a Band-Aid and some stitches in you and help you limp your way to success.
If you guys need some CPR, some business or economic CPR, that's what we do for you. We help you guys, make you feel better than before, and give you that level of confidence. And you're being tag teamed by me and Crystal, because I help you with the back office, the infrastructure, the procurement, and all of that, while Crystal comes in and bam, it's a 1-2 punch. She gives you the balance sheet, the statement of cash flow, and the P&L. So you're getting all of that between the two of us. So that's why the business zone is so critical to most of you. Alfred said, I would love to develop projects with you guys. I will pay a consultant fee or a retainer. That sounds good, Alfred.
We'll be reaching out to you next week, Alfred.
That sounds very good. And we could probably do the same for many of our listeners too, if they need to advance themselves. As a matter of fact, currently I'm running a special offering for small businesses. I call them micro businesses. Any business that generates under $250,000 a year is a micro business. So I have a special for you guys. If you guys need coaching for a month, now what it will do, what you will get out of this is you will get 4 hours of coaching per month, right? But $45 for the month, which is unheard of. This is only for micro businesses, though. If you're making under $250,000 a year, that's what I've got going on. And Crystal's got some offerings too. So, Crystal, you want to tell them about some of the things that you do for small business?
Yeah, so I teach. Well, actually, right now I'm teaching a number of my classes for other organizations in our community. So I do a series of financial workshops. Cash flow is a reality. Introduction to accounting and bookkeeping, and I also do a workshop called 60 Days to Being Bankable, and you can get that over at Vermont Slauson. So you can go to VSEDC. Is it .org?
Yes, .org.
.org, VSEDC.org, and sign up for those classes. And then I do a series of it's called the 12 step to start to launching a small business, and you could be in any stage of your business. Sometimes there are business owners that are there looking to pivot and move their business to a different space. And to be quite honest, a lot of us are in that space right now because COVID really changed how we did business. So the purpose of this workshop is to help you see and be able to expand your business if you have a business, and to be able to launch a business. So I teach. It's a 6-part series. I teach 4 of those series, 4 of those sessions, and so I talk about what it takes to launch a business. I talk about the powerful why. Why are you in business? And then I talk about how to identify your target audience and your target customer, and to recognize their priorities. And then finally, I do a series of how do you make sales? Because if we're in business, you got to be able to close the sale and the deal. So we do that, and then lastly on processes that take place through each stage of the business. So I'm teaching that with the new Women's Business Center. So you have to go over to the New Women's Business Center .us, I think it is, and .org, and you can sign up for those classes. All of those classes are free right now. And so you really want to run on over there and make that happen. What else I'm doing? I do a series of workshops for the Urban League. So I have some of those coming up in August. Right now, my time is being dedicated to young people and teaching them. But my summer is dedicated. The month of July, I actually every year dedicate the month of July to teaching entrepreneurship to young people between the ages of 13 to 18. So that's the products that I have. You can always reach out and go to my website and find out what's going on over there. I do have a complimentary consulting session. So if we just can get to know each other and see what your needs are, and then and how I can help you. So that's kind of what I do. So again, both Gilbert and I, I've been very busy this pandemic time frame. And the reason I've been busy is because business owners know that this is the time, and that we have to be ready. We have to be ready when we are fully back in business, and making sure that we're creating businesses that are thriving.
Very good, very good. And Alfred, one of our viewers, says that I'm one that believe that if it's free, then I have no personal equity. I value it more when I'm satisfied with my investment and I can hold you accountable. So I feel like I'll get what I'm worth and what you're worth as well. So I agree with that, Alfred. And that's part of the reason why we're offering some of these different workshops on the Business Zone. We're going to do it virtual for now. And what you guys can do is just send us emails or just send us little comments in the section in either on YouTube or on Facebook, and just let us know what type of workshops you'd like us to do for you, deliver virtual, live, on the air, Crystal and I combo, and we'll do that for you. We'll definitely do it, an hour and a half or so, and we will definitely help you guys elevate. So let us know what workshops you're thinking of. Alfred said that he'd like to have his business plan. He said he is reviewing his plan, but he'd like, a little support, a little touch up on his business plan. So we certainly can do a business plan review workshop for you guys, which will be great because you'll be getting the infrastructure side from me, and then you'll be getting the financial side from Crystal. And one of the things that you didn't hear is that Crystal also does nonprofit work. So if you've got a nonprofit and you need to get it set up properly, Crystal can lend you some expertise in that area.
And yes, and we're here for you. This is what we do. The other day, last night I was teaching. Last night I was teaching my women's adult business class, and we were talking about the powerful why. And I don't know if you've ever heard of. He did a TED talk. His name is Simon Sinek, and he does the Golden Circle.
Yes.
And he talks about that you want to be able to relate to your from the inside out. And so that's how I relate to my business. I love what I do, and it is very evident in when I'm consulting and coaching and teaching my clients and students. So
yeah,
and Gilbert, you're the same way. We work from inside to the outside, and we really it's not. Yes, we want to get paid, so we won't. That's clear.
Yeah,
but we also love what we do. And so it's not just because of the money that we're here.
Yeah.
It's because of the fact that we love the work that we do.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so you guys, if some of you are just tuning in right now, you've never heard about us, Crystal and Gilbert on the Business Zone. If you never heard about us, go to YouTube, check us out. Go to our website. You could go to my individual website. Mine is thebuchanangroup.net. So if you want to check out the buchanangroup.net, check it out. You'll see lots of videos on the different workshops that I've done for a lot of small businesses and a lot of agencies, from the Latin Business Association, the Latino Chamber of Commerce, the California Hispanic Chambers, the California Hispanic Chambers of Commerce, NABO. I've done a lot of work for Recycling Black Dollars. Certifications, if you want to know the different types of certification, which one best suits your business. Those are workshops that we do. We do infrastructure. We do setting up your back office. We do, are you contract ready? Are you procurement ready? All of those types of classes we do. Crystal, she does a lot of financial as well, right, Crystal?
Exactly. I have lots of workshops for that. On Saturday, I'm actually speaking with the Black Women's Network. It's a virtual meetup, and I am speaking to them on setting future goals, and as well as creating relationships that will take us into the future. So if you guys are interested, you can go over to Eventbrite and put in the Black Women's Network, and it will pop up. And there's it starts at 10 o'clock tomorrow. So I will be speaking over there on preparing yourself and your business for the future. So that's very important. Everybody should be looking at what's going to happen. There is going to be a time when we will no longer be in a pandemic. And so we need to be operating in a way, not to be waiting for the pandemic to be over, but to actually be ready to move forward and to start now. There's no better time than now to be ready for the future than in the future, working in the future. So we're going to ask you guys, go over to the Business Zone with Crystal and Gilbert, hit the subscribe button, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're here every Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock and sharing and dropping priceless nuggets of information that people don't share. I had a student tell me yesterday he felt privileged in order to get this information, and that, you know, his mother and his parents were entrepreneurs and they didn't get this information, so he felt privileged
That
he
true.
was being given that opportunity. And can you imagine, Gilbert? I mean, we you know, we were in business and we worked for corporate America, but no way. I did finally go to an entrepreneur. I went and got my certificate for entrepreneurship at SC, but there was no school like I do for Biz Camp. There were no programs like that, and a teacher that was really, really wanting you to help you be accountable, but really wanting you to launch your business or to be successful and grow your business. So that's pretty cool.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And we say this a lot on our show here on the Business Zone, that our foreparents, they didn't have access to a lot of these resources. They didn't have access to experts like us to help them prepare themselves in their journey as an entrepreneur. They somewhat able to survive, but without the formal coaching and training, you know, it took them much longer to get to where they need to get. So with you being out there and getting the expertise that Crystal and I are offering on the Business Zone, it's really a treasure. So I can see, Crystal, why that participant of yours said it's an honor to have been in your class and receive the knowledge that you disperse to them.
Yeah, and it's kind of cool right now. I'm getting a lot of accolades from my clients. I had a student call me last night and said, "Oh my God, Miss Crystal, we miss you so much. We miss your enthusiasm."
I love it.
I said, that's sweet. That makes me feel good. And so this child, I know he plays tennis with my tennis group, and so he says, and I feel like I'm somebody too, Miss Crystal. I was like, why? He says, because they say to me, "You know Miss Crystal personally, don't you?" Can you tell her we miss her? And I thought, oh my God, that is just too sweet.
That is amazing. That is amazing, man. You know, it's definitely a joy, Crystal, to see where we came from, you know, how we got started in this journey. And now we are providing a lot of resource to a lot of small businesses, you know, and it's just amazing. Whenever a small business succeeds, it excites us, because it's like having a kid that, you know, successfully went to college, come back out, either get a high profile position in a corporation or start their own entrepreneurship. So that's just beautiful.
It's when I see my clients succeed, I feel like I'm a part of it. So really, really cool. Yes, and Alfred said, just think about how many small business operations have gone under, and especially during these times. And you're absolutely correct, Albert and Alfred. And some of that is because they've been real resistant to change, and they also didn't think that they needed the assistance that someone like myself and Gilbert and we have a number of colleagues that are exceptional coaches as well, but didn't think they needed them. They thought they had it all, and it's always good to have an outside. Gilbert and I bounce stuff off each other just to make sure we're going in the right track. So even those of us that are the experts in the subject matter, we still, when it comes to our own business, you have to have someone you can bounce it off on, and know that we're not in this journey alone. We're in this journey together.
You know, it's amazing, Crystal, that you said that, because that transitions right into my point. So yes, there are consultants out there, and we're not consultant bashing on this program. You know, we're just stating some facts. There are some consultants out there who they have clients that they're advising, but they themselves are resistant to some of the information that's being disseminated. And this is information that can help them to grow. Like, for example, I had a consultant that contacted me yesterday, and she's talking about how she's planning on restructuring her business. So I asked her, when you said you're restructuring your business, what do you mean by that? Because a lot of people have different definition of restructuring. Well, I just want to put my business on hold right now because, I got to go do my MBA or something to that effect. So I said, all right, because when I heard restructure, I was thinking that you were one legal structure and you're planning on transferring the business to another structure. So let's say you're a sole prop, you're going to move to corporation or LLC. That's what I thought she was talking about, restructuring. Or maybe she was going to either lay off some people, rebuild her finances, rebuild her back office. No, that's not what she was going to do. And then she mentioned, well, I want to get the business set up so I can sell it. So I say, have you thought of an exit strategy or a transitional plan? So when it's time for you to sell the business, then you got all your ducks in a row. She didn't know what that was, and she was getting really defensive. So I said, listen, I'm here to help. I'm not here to fight with you or tell you how to run your business, because that's not my place. I mean, you reach out to me, so obviously you reach out for something. So I'm just trying to make you aware of certain things to think about when you're thinking of a transition or bringing in investors, because investors want to see certain things. They want to see your financials. They want to see how has the company been performing over the last 7 years. They want to see that you've been paying your bills and you don't owe anything. They want to see that you got a customer base, and how are you planning on generating revenues from that customer base on an ongoing level. So these are part of the things that you got to think about when you're talking about transition or exit strategy.
Right. It takes some time, and making sure that the client base that you have is, because if somebody's buying your service-based business, then you got to have some high-profile clients or some clients that are going to be one. So here's the thing, and I know we're running out of time, and I think this would be a great show for next week. And I've been talking to both of my entrepreneur classes. People buy you.
Yeah.
People do business with you.
Yeah.
And because whatever you're offering is not something unique that someone else doesn't have, or the product, right? Unless it's but when you're in a service-based business, people are coming to you because of what you do and your expertise. A lot of times when someone's going to buy that business, that person's business, the problem is going to be are you going to be able to provide them the exact same service that you were offering them, which is why they're there in the first place. So it's kind of you got to migrate them in, right? You just can't just like, okay, I'm selling my business, and the next day the same people are going to come in and they're going to be looking for you in a service-based business. Now, you may be able to do that with a restaurant or something of that nature, but if you're in a consulting business, they're there because of you.
Yeah.
So maybe that'll be next week's class as to understanding the needs of your customer and understanding why people are your customers or your clients in the first place. And so, so in addition to having a succession plan, you also, and I would say, if I had a service-based business, I do have a service-based business, one of the things is maybe I would be bringing in a partner. And if I wanted to start to step back, then I would have my partner be able and start to transition the partner in to actually being able to absorb and take over the business, but not just sell it cold. I don't know if that works, and we'll talk about that next week. But we're at halfway into the next hour, and so we want to thank you guys for coming out and celebrating the Business Zone's 5th anniversary. We will be continuing to celebrate all month long. I'll be pulling up some other videos to share with you guys from back in our archives there. So thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Gilbert, it's a pleasure to be your co-host, and I wish for many, many more. And but I also wish that we get this station to get our show monetized as well.
Yes.
So we're going to be working on that. We're going to be working on some ideas for that.
That's our goal and objective.
Much.
Yes, to do that, because if we get the show monetized, then we can help you guys even better. We can do a lot more things. We can give you a lot more offerings. So please make sure you go to YouTube and subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you click like and like the show as well. Like us, the Business Zone. And make sure you go to Facebook and you do some of the same things too. But tell your friends, tell at least 5 friends about this program that we have. This show.
Right, this show, and make sure they subscribe. And if you do like the show, please do that, because it makes it circulate and get more views on it. Now, there is going to be some things that we're going to do a little bit different starting in August. We're no longer going to broadcast live on Facebook. Well, we will, but you're going to have to come through YouTube to get to us on Facebook.
Yeah.
We'll have a link. That's our YouTube channel, and you'll be able to see that there, but you'll have to click the link in order to get there, because in order to monetize this channel, our channel, we have to get more subscribers. And so we're asking you guys to help us with that. If you find our information valuable, please subscribe and then tell a friend. All righty. So guys, have a safe week. Remember, the pandemic is not over. So continue to mask up, continue to social distance, and protect, if not yourself, then protect your family and your loved ones around you. We are still, in fact, the cases have been increasing over the last 7 or 8 days. It's been increasing, so please be safe out there. We want you guys to. All of us want to get out of this pandemic and move on to wherever we need to go from here. So love you guys. Thank you. Thank you for watching and supporting us.
For 5 years.
For 5 years, and we will continue to be here. So
let's do it for 5 more years, okay?
5 more years. So Gilbert, you going to take us out?
Yes.
As a small biz pro, so we roll, using procurement, program, and control. As a small biz pro, so we grow, using procurement, program, and control. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur.
So that